My wife found a way to cheat on me. I 33 meters got cheated on by my STBXW32F. In an open marriage. We had a few simple rules. Like protection must always be used. Not allowed to leave work. Never hide it if asked. Thing like this. So my STBXW mistakenly took my phone to work one day. And she called me to ask if I could bring it to her. After we hung up, I noticed she had dozens of texts and messages from a number I didn't know. So I opened it to see if it was an emergency. To see pics of her with another guy. Not out of the ordinary. Except for the timestamp on them. Which was 30 minutes after she was supposed to be at work. I asked her about her new boyfriend when she got home from work. Which she said she didn't have one. I asked who the guy blowing her phone up was. And she said a guy she was thinking about playing with. I opened her phone and pulled up the photo. And said, "What about this?" She got mad at snooping through her phone. Which I told her, "You took mine." And he was blowing up for phone, so I thought it was an emergency. I looked at the picture a bit more. And noticed there was no protection. And I got pissed. I asked her and she said it broke. 2 days later she packed up her stuff and my kids' stuff and left to lice with her sister. We just had an argument because she doesn't view it as cheating since we were in an open marriage. And when I pointed out the rules she broke, she said, "My body, my rules." I left after that. So I ask for your advice. Is it cheating when you break the rules of a relationship like this, or am I completely wrong? Edit to add some things. 1. I have gotten tested and thankfully I'm clean. 2. I got a paternity test done and my son is mine. 3. She wants to file a dissolution. Which I am 50-50 on. But I don't think she will agree with some of my terms. So I have contacted a divorce attorney and am just saving the money to pay for it. 4. Yes, it was an open marriage. We were both sleeping with other people. The cheating aspect is strictly due to her breaking the rules that are actually written and signed by both of us like a contract. Which she brought up doing. It's because they want it all and don't have the integrity to follow rules in the relationship they chose to have. They use the buzzword controlling to paint what is in effect a breach of contract in your relationship in an attempt to cover their bad behavior. My body, my rules. WTF? My response to that would be, my rule is that I don't have sex with anybody that may give me a life-altering STD. You put my health at risk for your own selfish needs. Then lied about it. So hit the road because you are fired from being my wife. Yes. Fire her ass. LOL. In fairness, I'd give the same advice to any wife who was shown that profound level of disrespect by her husband. If any WS's response to the BS after being caught red-handed is basically "F you, I can do whatever I want," then their ass needs to be fired from the relationship. It's 100% cheating. The open relationship was conditional on established rules that you both agreed to. She can't ignore the rules and still claim the open relationship is valid. It's like buying a car. Not making payments for it. And then claiming the car is still yours because they agreed to sell it to you. You were unbelievably permissible and she still couldn't follow the rules. Talk to a lawyer. Get a paternity test. An STD test. And never believe a word that comes out of her mouth again. This is it. Open relationships. Swinging. Spouse sharing and more all only work if everyone plays by the rules. They have to be sacred for everyone to be safe. For that matter, plain old marriage only works if everyone plays by the rules. When one partner breaks rules expressly agreed to by both partners, it is cheating. Period. It is 100% cheating and she lied to you. It sounds like you are already in the process of divorce. And that is another reason you shouldn't be in an open relationship. I'm not in an open relationship, but I'd be inclined to say this isn't a reason not to be in an open relationship. The outcome would have been the same even if they were in a monogamous relationship where she cheated. In fact, it'd maybe be even more hurtful because now your only sexual, romantic, and emotional relationship is over. Did you catch the part where, if I read correctly, open marriage was wife's idea? If so, It's yet another example of the cheating partner using open marriage as a means to cheat. Sometimes they already have an AP picked out. Or they have already started cheating before they float the idea of open marriage. I see that he said she had the idea to sign a contract with rules, but he doesn't mention whose idea it originally was to have an open marriage, so I assume they both went into it open. Yeah, absolutely, that's messed up, man. If you're in an open relationship and there are clear rules, why break them and get pissed when you're found out? I'd be done for real. There's no respect whatsoever, and the condom thing, that's messed up to who knows what that guy could have had. She didn't communicate. She didn't ask for permission. She had unprotected sex. And when you have concerns over health, she doesn't care because it's her body, completely ignoring the health implications to you. If you're not talking to a lawyer at this point, you should be. Need to protect yourself. See a lawyer and get STD tested. Go and see except through the lawyer. Glad you got a lawyer. She had checked out emotionally and also physically, and the only way she could eat and have a cake was to get you into an open marriage. This way she was free to do whatever she wanted, whilst having her meal ticket firmly intact. EU. When the game was up, it was my body, my choice, and if so, why stay committed even in an open marriage? Sorry it took you this long to figure it out. Now grey rock and roll on to get all the financials and other matters sorted. Clearly she has less moral standards even for an open marriage. No protection. She doesn't give a speep about your body or health or rules. Call it whatever you want. Cheating. Breaking rules, or because of me, call it pink elephant. You installed this rules for a reason, and she made a decision against you and your rules. Those rules are there to protect each other. Especially when it comes to diseases and trust. In terms of STIs and STDs, it is also no longer her body. Her decision, since she gladly accepted to expose your body to a STD/STI as well. Go to a lawyer. Protect your rights as a father and get tested for STDs. Of course it's cheating. You clearly had agreed upon expectations in the marriage that even with more openness, it comes from a place of building trust and mutual respect. She broke all of that. She lied and withheld truth to get her rocks off. Keep pushing for the divorce. She isn't the person you thought she was and will always push boundaries. Quit trying to convince her. You can't convince a broken person that they are wrong. It will always be turned around on you. Liars lie because there is something missing inside. Nothing you say or do will help fill that void. And what did you expect will happen in an open marriage? That is the dumbest idea. That's your opinion. Being open isn't for everyone, and I don't expect anyone to agree. If you have no input of value, move along. Did the truth hurt your feelings? You know this will happen. I wouldn't recommend being with someone that wants to be with other people to begin with. If you have set up clear rules and she broke them, then she is cheating on you. Or at least, no respecting the rules and therefore not respecting you. This isn't a question of body autonomy. The rules of a no are amendments to the wedding vows in seriousness. She broke them. She thinks it's okay. No respect for you or the rules. No remorse. You gave her the chance reciprocally to sleep with all 7-8 billion people on the planet, as long as you both did so safely in a way that neither would bring any souvenirs home. She still wanted more. She wanted a better experience at the cost of risking STDs and unwanted pregnancies. She chose to break the rules and hide it. BTW. You might want to consider additional boundaries for your or. There are way worse things that she could be doing. Please also take advice on this from r/polyamory. Yes. She cheated. You can't trust her anymore. Especially in an open marriage. And after she said my body, my rules. The only way forward is to divorce. So sorry you have to go through this. Yes, this is cheating. I'm sorry. My body, my rules also applies to someone who doesn't want their body exposed to another man's STD. I hope you're able to escape this marriage with minimal collateral damage. I hope you find a long-term so next to you can have a fulfilling relationship with and not have to resort to opening the relationship. Right now, I just want to focus on myself and my son to make sure we have the best life we can. I've already done a lot to fix my financials in ways the STBXW cannot get a hold of or harm. And I've started doing homeschool style lessons to get my son ahead of the curve for school. You're a great father. You're definitely far more proactive and diligent than most dads. Not only is it cheating, it's worse because she already had so much freedom. I'll never understand why people agree to open marriages. And there is no such thing as snooping in a marriage. Once that ring goes on her finger, what's her is yours and vice versa. Including phones. Rules reminder. /r/surviving infidelity is a support sub. Please read the rules and guidelines in our sub-wiki before commenting. Abuse, shaming, sexism, and encouraging violence/revenge are not tolerated here. If your only advice is divorce, dump them. Our so sucks or grow a backbone, then please don't comment. This is a sub for deeper support and discussion. As a reminder, r/surviving infidelity also has a public chat. As an active member, get more personal faster response when you are looking for more immediate help. Discussions focus on overcoming the challenges of going through infidelity and the recovery after. We have lots of supportive, active members who are there to help. Be kind and remember your Redicat. I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit /message/compose/ to /r/surviving infidelity if you have any questions or concerns. She doesn't want to admit she screwed up. You were clear about the rules. And she broke them. Clear as day. She doesn't respect you. She's not worthy of talking with. Let alone arguing with. Don't know your story. But what does she have that keeps you outside of kids and you loving her? Neither of which is cause for staying and receiving abused. Yes. Cheating is emotional abuse of the worst kind. Kids are also being abused. Because dad's life is impacted significantly and they're feeling it in one way or another. If you had a daughter that was being physically abused by her boyfriend, I'm pretty sure you would advise her to leave him. Step outside of yourself and advise you as you would advise others. Love is great when it's packaged with respect and trust. Without those two things, it's empty. It's not a reason to stay with someone. Unless there's something wrong in you that involves codependency. Goes to show that some people get a thrill by crossing boundaries. The day I was going to confront her, I woke up to her and a friend that she wanted me to sleep with at the kitchen table. I blew up on them. If someone dicks my partner, they can have them. Reconciliation has and never will be an option. Of course. LOL, my body my rules just means you are not a couple. Of course it's cheating. First she broke the rules and second she knew she was doing something wrong, otherwise why would she lie to you about having a boyfriend and keeping it secret and then getting angry at you then moving out when you confronted her? She knows perfectly well that she was cheating. Make her indeed an ex and don't listen to her BS. First, you can call the police for her taking the kids from the house. You want the kids back to the house? Second, who wanted the open relationship? Were you both bored of each other, so let's do other people? When you do rules, they must be kept. If rules need to be changed, you sit and talk. STD and STI. Not sure if you were told, but you have to keep going back for retesting again and again. I know. I get blood work done 3 to 4 times a year, so I will be getting tested that often at minimum. It wasn't that we were bored. It's that sexually we are both into things that the other isn't. And this is how we can fulfill those urges. As to who initiated the open marriage, she brought it up. But I had been thinking about it too and was wondering if it would be worth bringing up. As for the kids, after a few days, which I was working 12 hours a day during, she brought the kids back. And now we have a verbal 50-50 agreement. I can't remember the one test my doctor asked me if I wanted to 5 me. It was sliding this long Q-tip in my penis hole deep. I told him, hell no. I'll wait and see if I get any symptoms. Then we will treat it from there. Speep we have to go through because of cheaters. The one that scared me the most was AIDS. I did the test. Then 6 months. Then 1 year. You know it's been 21 years since my divorce and I just had my last one in 2020. That damn thing can hide in your body undetected for years. Like herpes. Your wife. The one you married. The only one you had entrusted in. She put your life in danger and she didn't give a peep. In turn. The kids also. Some dangerous standards do travel from a kiss and by hands. Hepatitis. My ex gave me that. It was type B. Went into the hospital the day Elvis died. I was really bad. Jaundiced. My joints hurt me so much. My liver was triple-sized. They wanted to do a blood transfusion. Told me if you didn't my liver would shut down and die. You told them. So be it. Was in the hospital for 5 days. Went home. Said you was to do nothing for 1 year but eat and drink carbs. So you want me to drink Hawaiian punch? Spaghetti? Chocolate cake? Yes. Oh poor me. In 6 months I got well. I didn't die. I got rid of the hepatitis and I will never get B again. My ex. Hers turned into C. Today. I have no idea if she has it or not. If you two had different tastes then why not be with each other like at a swing club or a swing party? Or meet a couple that met your each needs. Did you two know you didn't meet each other's needs when you met and were dating before you got married? She asked first because she had her cheating already set up. Was it with the broken condom guy?